Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Bounty Hunter Edition. Now we have, of course, made our way over the landscapes and, indeed, fought through quite a number of unsavory characters. But we have now found our way to where we need to plant the sonic device, as far as I'm aware. Oh, yes, here we go. Okay, so what is this? This is the Queen's Nest of some sort? Oh my, yeah, this is going to be pretty gruesome, I would say, but we do get a chance to use our AoE for once, which is actually kind of nice because we don't usually use that, and these guys do seem relatively, well, they seem weak enough for us to be able to do that, I guess. And as you also can tell, I have changed Mako to the healing archetype because I personally feel like tank doesn't really suit her, and we are starting to get to a time when I'm actually starting to need healing, which is kind of sad, I really must say, because I kind of really like her as a tank, and she actually does a little bit more damage, and, well, she seems a little bit more useful like that, but, well, what can you do? So, we have a colloquoid egg here, and I can assume that the sonic device will be planted nearby. Or maybe not, or maybe just kicking it. Yes, that's very subtle. Of course, of course. So let's see. Oh, okay. That has to be the most hilarious programming I've ever seen because, well, not ever seen because I've played a lot, but seriously, those guys were like, you know what, I'm going to go to the center of the room and I'm going to look angry. Yes, I'm going to look very angry indeed, and hopefully whoever it is that kicked our egg is gone. Hello there, can you see me? No, apparently not. So let's just do as much damage as we can. These guys are very, very easy, of course. I can kill them with literally one attack. And, oh, hello there. Yeah, I'm just going to stand over here because I'm going to make it easier for them now this time. Oh, that was highly amusing, of course. Okay, so I do have death from above, so hopefully I can use that the next wave, because this is the second wave, so I can assume there's definitely going to be, yeah, there's definitely going to be a third one. Now, I gotta say, the Bounty Hunter so far has received a huge amount of wave-based objectives, and I remarked upon the essence of threes with the Jedi Knight, because every single time we would get a mission or a quest or a journey of some sort, we would always have to do 3 things before we would be able to complete it. And the Bounty Hunter seems to have the same thing, but with wave-based objectives, which is actually kind of weird, I have to say. But okay, so prepare to face down the colloquoid queen. Yes. So let's have a look. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's level 18. 1 level higher. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. I'm going to try and use fusion missile. There we are. And now we'll just take it out as best we can, I guess. I'm going to hope that we actually get a little bit of rail shot improvement here. I would like to, at least. Can I actually move around while casting this? No, I can't. Oh, that's actually kind of a bit disappointing. I'm going to try and use my shield here just to make things a little easier on Mako so that she can actually deal some damage. And I'm going to use fusion missile again. But right now, it seems like we have barely any single target damage. I gotta say, that's kind of a bit weird to me, considering, but yes, we're just gonna continue dealing our damage. Maybe I can actually stun this? No, not really. Ah, well, that's also kind of unfortunate. Let's try and vent some heat. There we go. That's a little better. Now, what is actually unload. That might actually be quite nice. Yes, there we are. Okay, so that's a little bit better in terms of single target damage, but still, I was really anticipating that we would have a lot more damage now, at least, because we are technically the damage spec of the Bounty Hunter, so it's kind of a bit weird how we're not as damage-oriented as I thought, but maybe it's going to get a little bit better as time goes on. I know with other classes that sometimes happens. So, okay, we do need to now head back to Lieutenant Major Pirel, who is, of course, at Sobrik, and we're going to go and see him and his Cathar companion, who we still do not trust at all. Well, technically we don't even trust Lieutenant Major Pirel, so I guess there really is nothing different there, but I think there is definitely something going on with this woman, and I'm not very happy about her being in the picture, I have to say. So let's see what happens with that, but first we actually do have a skill to gain from the Bounty Hunter trainer, so let's speak to Bibi, or Beeb, or whatever his name is. That is quite hilarious. And what's this? Ah, disabling shot. Yeah, well, that's going to come in handy, I guess, at some point. Heals a friendly target. Okay, yeah. I'm not entirely sure why I want this. I do not want that. I mean, I have this. Oh wait, that's instant, isn't it? Ah, okay, so Colto Shot was instant, so it had no cast time. So I guess that's okay, but Mako's healing, so I don't know why I need anything, really. And, okay, so yeah, that seems fine. We do have the flamethrower. Maybe we should start using that a little bit.
You're alive. Magnificent. Frantic reports of colloquoid attacks are pouring in from all over the planet. I've included a generous bonus with your payment. Colonel Sartius is going absolutely insane. Once Sartius is removed from his position, Admiral Ivanus will certainly consider my application for a promotion. It's a flawless plan. Don't you agree?
Do I look like someone who knows how to impress admirals?
Well, I am the most qualified. The Admiral is a very intelligent man. My application will speak for itself. But what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? Bounty Hunter, though clearly unlearned in these things, you do know how to hunt any prey. Tell me how to approach the Admiral.
Make the Admiral come to you. Show your power.
Interesting. Don't simply offer my name up to the Admiral as a choice to replace Colonel Sartius. Make myself the choice. If things got bad enough here, Admiral Ivanus would want to conduct another inspection. That could be my opportunity to meet and impress him. I need one final brilliant maneuver to arrange my face-to-face meeting with Admiral Ivanus. And I know just what to do. Reports indicate that the Republic forces that stayed on Balmorra after we invaded are training resistant fighters at the Balmorran arms factory.
Those Republic dogs are as good as dead.
It's not that simple. They're dug in at a location we're trying to take intact. Otherwise, we'd have exterminated them long ago. The Colonel has learned of a secret rendezvous between the Resistance leaders and several off-world allies. His spies planted a homing beacon aboard the Resistance leaders' command shuttle. You're going to remove that beacon.
If I remove the homing beacon, the Resistance leaders escape.
Only temporarily. I'll deal with the Resistance once Colonel Sartius is out of my way. You will move the beacon from the shuttle to a garbage transport. The Colonel will swoop in with his warships to find nothing but garbage-sifting Ugnaughts. The shuttle is in the spaceport at the fortified Balmorran arms factory. Be cautious.
Well, of course, I am always very cautious, but I'm thinking that this plan is... I have no idea. He's really overdoing it, I suppose, a little bit, but I guess he really wants that promotion. Okay, well, let us remove the homing beacon in a bait-and-switch tactic, and that requires us to make our way to the Balmorran arms factory. Okay, so we've made our way through the majority of the Balmorran arms factory, and, well, we've actually not fought that many units, but unfortunately I did get caught out quite often outside the actual factory itself. So I fought a couple of things out there, and then we've just snuck on through. So here we have the phase, and of course we have a couple of other things to fight in here as well. Now I have found that the AoE is actually not that bad. I'm just comparing it with the Imperial Agent AoE and being, well, very disappointed as a result of that, because of course the Imperial Agent, at least with the sniper, has an absolutely insane AoE and is just very, very good across the board. When it comes to using that AoE, you are just generally blown away, and I'm talking about the enemies, of course. The enemies are absolutely blown away by that, and I'm now having some problems here, because of course we are dealing with this armored trooper. Oh yes, of course. Okay, so I think we're going to have to actually focus down a couple of these units, because otherwise we are just going to get overwhelmed. Hopefully Mako will be able to continually heal us. Let's take out this smuggler next as well. They are level 20, bear that in mind. Or at least some of them are level 20, so this might in actual fact end with my demise. Maybe. Let's just see whether that actually happens. I'd like to try and interrupt that med scan, thank you very much. The smuggler is the one causing the most problems in actual fact, which is really quite amazing. I never would have thought that it would have caused that much problem, but apparently, yes. Apparently they are very powerful in actual fact, even just being 2 levels above me. Huh. Well, what can you do, I suppose? Let's just continue dealing damage to this fellow at least, and I'm gonna unload, I think. Yeah, that didn't do as much as I had hoped. But I guess we'll just have to wait for our heat to vent itself a little bit more, and we'll eventually take out this armored trooper. I have no idea how I was able to aggro all of that just by entering from the side here. I mean, seriously, come on now. There's no way that that would have regularly happened, surely. Well, I suppose I was complaining about the colloquids not actually seeing us, so I guess that's a little bit of karma on the game's side right there, so yeah. Probably should not complain any further about that kind of thing, but yes, let's use our pressurized coolant tank attack. Yes, exactly. Just right-click on it. That's the way to go. And we'll eliminate these siege gunners, hopefully before they come out of stun. There we go. Ah, very nice. Okay, so now we just need to remove the homing beacon. Maybe after taking out this other smuggler, I would say. So let's start off with a nice fusion missile here. Oh yeah, I actually really like that ability, even though I initially thought, you know what, that actually seems pretty bad. I think it seems, it's okay. It's okay. It's not really the greatest thing ever, but I would say that it is better than, well, what we're otherwise used to, and, well, the Resistant Smuggler is standing up quite nicely to it, and you can actually use rail shot, but the main thing with it is that, wait, does that not sunder? Apparently that doesn't sunder either. So what is actually sunder? Ah, here we go. The tracer missile is the one actually sundering for us right here, which I gotta say is pretty cool. But yes, apparently we just need something a little bit more damaging, because the tracer missile, while it is good, it doesn't really seem to deal that much damage in comparison to other abilities. So I'm gonna see if I can try and find the ability that I should use as my main damage source. But let's see. Ah, apparently we need to defeat some Resistance militant loyalists. Oh, how fantastic. Hello, suppression droid. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do some nice death from above here. Take out these loyalists very, very quickly indeed, and then we'll focus on the droid, I feel. There we are. Yes, that's a little bit better. I'm gonna vent some heat as well. It's getting a little bit too hot in here, so take off all your clothes, of course. Yes, that's exactly what we should do. But obviously right now Zayton is all about business and not really about relaxing right now. So, plant the homing beacon. Okay, so we need to go over here. Well, that's actually, it's kind of a bit weird. I really thought that we were going to be placing something else on this particular ship, but obviously we are doing the bait and switch, the classic maneuver. Very classic maneuver indeed. So, let's see here. Can I go around? Yes, I can, but I can't mount. So this is going to be amusing. What is that Arbiter droid doing? Did you see that? It was just breakdancing or something. I have no idea, but yes, thankfully enough. Oh, yes, as you can plainly see, I did not fight anything, because otherwise there would be this bonus mission to complete, but probably not going to be doing that right now. I may do it off screen if I still have it by the end, but I really just want to place that homing beacon. I actually want to see what happens with that. So let's see, where is it in actual fact? Is it actually right outside, or what is... I have no idea where it is. Oh no. Well, I do know that we need to place it on a garbage scow of some sort, so let's see. Ah, it's just over here, of course it is. Okay, so yes, we can very easily avoid most enemies out here. And I think that is the garbage scow over there. I think so, anyway. So let's just mosey on over there and attach it. Isn't it? Yeah, that is the one. Okay, so a nice death from above will take care of these Republic sentries. How dare you stand between me and my objective. There we go. I think I actually need to use explosive dart a little bit more as well. There's just way too many darts and missiles and things like that to actually keep track of. There we are. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so yeah, apparently that's it. Apparently we just need to return to Lieutenant Major Pirel, and he is, of course, at Sobrik. And now back with Lieutenant Major Pirel, we're going to see whether our plan has been successful. Now, yes, it's it's probably been successful, hasn't it? Because he's been planning this for quite some time.
Success. I've just received word that Colonel Sartius has been placed under arrest. Under arrest. If only I could have been there when Sartius led his men into that garbage transport, weapons drawn.
Morgir swoons in admiration for Master.
This is priceless. Admiral Ivanus is already on his way. He wants us to meet at the spaceport. You've done me a great service, Bounty Hunter. Credits feel insufficient. How can I better reward you?
I want to be there when you meet the man. See you get your reward.
Yes. How fitting that the individual who helped me achieve my goals will be at my side to greet the Admiral. I'm sure the Admiral will overlook your genetic makeup when he hears of your skill. Meet me at the spaceport. Your presence as part of the grand entourage I present to Admiral Ivanus will make the occasion truly memorable.
Morgir wants to go. Morgir can be part of the occasion.
Oh, very well. But mind your place. I'll see you at the Admiral's docking bay, Bounty Hunter. Don't be late. A very bright future awaits us.
Well, I'm pretty sure a bright future awaits me, but I'm not entirely sure about you. So we're gonna see what happens with that, but in the next episode, and so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.